Hello, I'm Koziol. Welcome you back to my home. It's now a new year, and as I look forward to this upcoming several months in our reform movement, I'm going to make that extra effort to try to get you involved because it's so crucial to our families and our well-being as a nation. As you know, and if you've been following our site, we have this Founding Fathers March set for April 20th. And we're also involved in different sorts of litigation and reform efforts around the country. Some of these test cases that I continue to litigate, even though we're woefully short of the funds needed to keep it going, we still reach out and hope that we will get people more involved as time goes on. This is part of our Love and Romance series, as I call it, to bring a lighter side to the efforts that we've undertaken over the past several years. And in this series, it was only a week ago when I engaged my girlfriend Heather and brought that video to you and got so many wonderful well-wishers to comment and congratulate us, and I'd like to thank all of you for that. And as we continue in this new year trying to get these changes in these divorce and family courts, I ask you to involve yourself in any manner that you could. We're trying to put motorcades together, for example, from communities across the country to get on the interstates and to meet us all in Washington on April 20th and send that message that is so desperately needed on the Capitol lawn. We need to do this because we're not seeing any changes in these courts. It's a lucrative, multi-billion-dollar industry. And despite the efforts, the fledgling ones, of so many good people like yourselves across the country, we're not making a dent. Indeed, even in my test cases and my litigation, the denied decisions are everywhere. They're not sympathetic to this cause because we're challenging these money-making initiatives that fleece us of our income and invade and interfere upon our rights to rear our own children, as is guaranteed under the Constitution. So today I'd like to close off our Love and Romance series by just bringing a little bit of emphasis upon that special love that's shared between a parent and child. Because that's what they prey upon in these courts. When they bring us in, they make us think that they're looking out for our children, when in reality, they're causing us to fight with one another. We become emotional, we become angry. They make us fear that we may lose our very own children. And as a result, we become unglued. We come out of character. We don't act as we normally would when we're actually rearing our children. And the courts and the lawyers see something else. They know what they're doing. They know that they can get an opportunity to get more money out of us if they keep us fighting. And that's what we need to reform. Many of you have called around the country and mentioned that you're being subjected to anger management, supervised visitation, as they call it, protection orders, and so many other things that impair your ability to freely raise your children. When they tell you that you're doing something abnormal, that you're angry and you're emotional because you love those children and you're looking out for them and doing your best to raise those children, remember something. Don't let them think that there's something wrong with you, that you're doing something abnormal. Quite the contrary, the system is dysfunctional. And we see that everywhere. We see that in government as a whole. And when they are not able to pass laws properly and keep people in a cooperative state rather than in this infighting state, they're the ones who are abnormal. And so I ask you to keep that in mind. As you get into the new year, don't let them take advantage of you. Don't let them keep you fighting with one another. I dream of a day when parents can live apart and not fight over these awards that get the children so desperately in need of love, the love that's needed from both a mom and a dad in their lives. And so once again, I want to thank you for your support. I wish you all a happy new year, and I look forward to working with more involved parties as we engage in that reform across the country.